see me just yet. But if you are, do let me know. I hope the comments are enabled on YouTube. Um, I'm just going to be sending a message out to everybody now. Um, Join in, we're live. If you are here and are able to hear me, then let me know. For some reason, hmm, okay. I don't see anybody online on YouTube just yet. So if you are, then log in. Okay. Hi, Pooja. Uh, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Okay. So I won't be able to look at my messages anymore. Um, because I'm getting like a lot of names already. So I'm going to do my best to write them down so that we can start. If you can hear me all right, do let me know. I somehow can't keep watching the chat, it keeps disappearing. So you will have to say something on either my WhatsApp or on my. I don't know why it says waiting. Is everybody able to join in now? Strange. Okay, for all of you who are already on the live, do leave me a comment saying yes, you're able to hear me and that you're able to, um, you know, hear me and see me all right. Because some people are saying that they're waiting, they're not able to get in on the live. So please let me know if you can hear me. Perfect. All right. So I guess everyone else is now joining in slowly. Is it still saying waiting for a lot of you? Hi. Okay. Perfect. So I guess everyone is now joining in. So I must tell you that I already have like a list of names from this morning. In fact, people have been messaging me their names and places of residence since I put the message out saying that I need the full name and the place of birth, place of residence. So it's been like, like a long list. So let me see how many people I can cover today. But before we start, we're just going to give it another few minutes. We're going to wait for the others also to join in. Okay, and for those of you who don't know, I am Teja Priyadarshini. I am a spiritual transformation coach. So I help you transform your life spiritually because, when we have issues with our physical bodies, our mental bodies, or our emotional bodies, when we can rectify those issues that we have, that's when our spiritual health gets better. And when our spiritual health gets better, that is when life becomes so much more easier. It starts to flow easily. We are in alignment with with what we're supposed to be doing in our life. So it's amazing on how we can um, have a beautiful, wonderful, sustained life with just making a few twerks to your life here and there. And the more you do that, the more you're able to like just let go and live the best life possible. You can create the most abundant life for yourself. So I'm still getting messages in. But I just wanted to let you know how this works. So the Akashic Records, for most of you who have done Akashic Records with me would know this. It's basically a place where we can, receive information about our souls, about the past, the present, and all possible futures. But Akashic Records is also fantastic for receiving information for those who have passed over, who have died, and sometimes we don't get closure and we want to know what they are doing there on the other side, how they're feeling, if there's anything they would like us to know. So Halloween is the time when I do these group readings, for free, because the veil is the thinnest and it is so easy to tap into the other side and receive information. So it's very um, important, rather, to connect with loved ones around the Hallows Eve time, if you're looking to receive messages, that is. So today we're going to be doing that. We're going to be receiving messages. And like I put out in the post earlier, I will require your full name and place of residence. So keep them coming on my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is +91, that's the India code. And the number is 733 7066 934. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the number once again. It's India code +91, and the number is 733 7066 934. All right, so or if you can Google me, you'll find my uh, number on Google as well. I'm already getting like a lot of people who have sent me their names. I have like about 20 names already on the list, and I'm not sure how many I can do today. It depends on the guides, how many they want to address. And they're going to pick random names and give messages because, not everybody's loved one will be available. And sometimes their energies may not be very strong for them to come forward to give a message. So you have to keep that in mind. I have no control on who comes through. It is not something that I can specifically do in a group session like this. But if you were having, say, a one on one session with me and you want to ask me a particular question about someone related to you who's passed on, then I'm able to access more accurately because we're connected with your records, and the connection is much more stronger. In a group session reading, however, there are so many souls right now around me that are waiting to talk to you, and my entire being is getting very, very warm. It's a symbol or like a signal from the other side saying that we're ready to go. So there are a lot of people here who want to communicate with their loved ones. So I have no control over who comes through, and I can't specifically ask for a parent or a sibling or a friend. I can't do that in a group session because that would take up a lot of time, and it would also not allow me to tap into the frequencies faster, because there are a lot of you here today watching this, and I want to be able to give you all the messages that I'm getting through. So we're going to be doing this for like 45 to about 1 hour, 45 minutes to about 1 hour, because what happens for me as an Akashic Records guide is that when I start to give messages after a certain point, everything starts to blur and merge as one. And then becomes very difficult for me to differentiate between who I'm reading for, because I go into the collective energy, I go into the oneness consciousness, and then in the oneness consciousness, there is no separation. So then it becomes a bit difficult for me to uh, accurately pick out information for each individual. But if you're looking for more clarifications, or if you're looking to connect with your loved ones in a more stronger way, then I would suggest getting an Akashic Records one on one session. That way, you will be able to receive a whole lot of information. And those of you who have already done these sessions with me know how spookily eerie things can get when we ask questions about people who passed over. So, that is what I'm going to be telling you about this session. So, I hope you got my number down. If you don't have my number, don't worry. Just Google my name, Teja Priyadarshini or ACH official, and you will be getting my number on Google, and you can text me on WhatsApp. Though we have a Telegram group, I prefer you text me on WhatsApp because the WhatsApp is what is open in front of me right now, and it's being flooded with messages and a lot of questions and a lot of people um, asking me to read for them. So I'm going to start off with a small prayer to just connect with the energies and get the ball rolling. I already have like a list of names here, front and back actually. So, and I'm still getting like a lot of names coming through. So once I'm done with the people on this list, then I'm going to go and address the ones that are sending me WhatsApp messages during the live. And hopefully, I should be able to get through to all of you. But if I don't, I'm sorry in advance because my guides will pick and choose names. I have no say in it, unfortunately. So they're going to randomly pick whoever energy comes up faster and stronger, and then they're going to go for it. But like I said, I'm going to try and get everybody on the list at least. And try and cover the names that are coming through in WhatsApp. But if it's in within that period of 45 minutes, to 1 hour, because like I said, then all the messages are going to get blurred and you will have to make sense of who the messages are coming for then. All right, so I'm just going to start off with like a short prayer, just to get into the energies. So just bear with me if you can. I hope all of you who have given me your names are also tuned in because I have more than 21 names uh, here and a few more on WhatsApp, but I only see like about 19 of you watching. So I hope you have connected to receive your messages. If you haven't, don't worry. Once this live is done, I'm going to try and put this up again, so that you can go through the live and see if you have received the messages or not. All right. God give us some guides. So I'm going to start with the first name on my list, which is Sheikh Nabina. Sheikh Nabina. I hope you're there, Sheikh Nabina, and I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. You could keep us in guides. Who's coming through for Sheikh Nabina? All right. So for Sheikh Nabina, I'm seeing someone like a grandmother figure that's coming through. A lady who is very like in her time when she was alive, she was very probably soft spoken, someone who was very kind, not very tall personality. Could be a grandmother, could be a great grandmother, but a feeling that I'm getting is someone who has extreme amounts of love towards you, Sheikh Nabina. And she is coming through quite strongly, and it also feels to me like she's got some sort of like there is this feeling of having royalty in her blood, like probably she's of a royal descendant, or she portrays herself very royally that people think that she could have had past lives as a royal. But she's a very royal personality. She's coming through as being very um, you know um, poised, and she carries herself well, and I keep getting this grandmotherly feeling towards this person. So if you're there on chat, Sheikh Nabina, let me know if this resonates with you, because she's coming through as a grandmother, and the message that she's giving me for you is she's asking you not to do the things that she has done. It feels like there are a few things that she has regretted doing, and she doesn't want you to repeat the same things over again. Um, it feels like she never spoke up for the things that she wants, and she wants you to speak up for the things that you want in this lifetime. Because there is this similarity between the two of you in personality wise, where you tend to suppress emotions or suppress the things that you want to really address. You don't really say the things that are on your mind. So she wants you to not be shy in expressing yourself and to let people know that what you're thinking, and that is what is coming through from this person. um, I'm not seeing Sheikh Nabina on chat, so I'm not really sure if she's around. But if you have been listening to this and if you do watch it afterwards, do leave me a comment and let me know if this message resonates with you. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next person now. Record keepers and guides. What may we know for Divya Ashok Sharma? Divya Ashok Sharma. So I'm Divya Ashok Sharma. If you're there, then just say hi, and you know, um, let me know you're there. Um, Divya Ashok Sharma. So I'm getting this gentleman coming through. He seems to be quite a strong personality. Like when he was alive, people took notice of his presence. There is this feeling of him being very, what should I say? Um, I wouldn't say adamant, but very assertive in his ways. So it makes me feel like he was somebody who, had a way with words or could say something and would make total sense to you. So I'm asking Divya if she is here, Divya Ashok Sharma, to let me know if this resonates with you. Just leave me a message because I'm all the WhatsApp messages I'm getting lost, so I'm not really sure if you're here on YouTube. So send me a message on YouTube. So this person seems like a parental figure, could be an uncle, could be a father figure. Um, it. What I'm getting is that he used to wear his shirt untucked, but always pressed clothes. He made sure that he appeared very neat. That is the personality that is coming through when I'm connecting with this energy for Divya Ashok Sharma. And it feels like he was the one who showed you a certain path, or probably gave you information or knowledge about a certain way of being in life, or a certain way of structuring your life. Um, Record keepers and guides for Divya Ashok Sharma. What is this person trying to give her as a message? What is the message for Divya Ashok Sharma? He just wants you to know that he's quite proud of you, and he feels like, I mean, what the messages that are coming through is like, it feels like he never had the opportunity to tell you how proud he was. It almost feels like you wanted validation from him, or say some sort of a compliment, or just a kind word from him, so that you could continue on the path that you're on. But he feels that he should have said that a lot more when he was alive. But he wants you to know that no matter what you're going to do with your life, you are going to go on that path that the two of you have planned. It feels like he's either helped you um, with something important, like, say, finding a particular college, or streamlining your work, or something of that sort. It feels to me like he was part of your growing up structure. So he could be, like I said, a father figure or an uncle. Doesn't feel older than that. It feels to me like he's perhaps had like a sudden death. When I say sudden, I don't mean like through an accident or anything, but it feels like there was something that um, he was ailing, but he kept pushing it aside, saying that no, it's nothing, and then it kind of took a toll on him. So, Divya, if you're watching this, please let me know if this resonates with you. He wants you to know that he's proud of you, and that no matter what you do, you're going to, become successful in life. So that is the message that is going out to Divya Ashok Sharma today. The next person on the list is Savita Kaushik. Dhami. Savita, if you're there, then just send me a hi, and I'm gonna try and pick up some energies for you. Um, Please do leave me a comment if the messages resonate, because that would really help me kind of streamline this a little bit more. Again, because we are just around the corner for Halloween, like tomorrow is Halloween, and the veil is still very thin today. A lot of different people will come through. Like you could have your ancestors coming through who you have probably never even heard of, or you could have like somebody very close to you coming through. So if you let me know in the comments, then I will know that this time around, who came through, right? Record keepers and guides. What may Savita Kaushik Thami know about a message from her loved one? Savita Kaushik Thami. Is there somebody, okay, who's trying to come through? Okay, so Savita Kaushik Dhami, there is this person, this lady that is coming through. She seems to be like an aunt, um, someone who had some sort of an illness and passed away. It feels like she passed away quite some time ago. It's not a recent death, but it feels like the two of you had shared some bond. If she's not related to you through family, it could also be someone you thought of as an aunt. So it could be like a family friend or somebody you knew growing up, who you probably called auntie. It's someone, she seems very weak when she's coming through. It feels to me like she's unable to even like hold herself up. And that is giving me this feeling like she could probably have died of some sort of an illness, some sort of an illness that made her extremely weak towards the end, and probably had her walking on, those walkers, taking the support of the walker to walk. Um, it's coming through very strongly that she wasn't well, and that is why she was, that's how she died. Is there a message? Um, Record keepers and guide. So I'm hearing the words silk and scarf. I'm not sure if she's talking about a silk scarf, or if she's talking about something to do with silk. It could be fabric. It could be a name of a place, or something else. It could be, I don't know, the chocolate that we have that's called silk. But it's she's talking about something silk and something about a scarf. Like I don't know whether she wore scarves or she gifted you a scarf, but she wants you to remember her, and remember what inspired you about her, because there is something that is related with her and the connection you had with her growing up, that can inspire you at this moment in life. So I'm not sure what that is in particular, because she's not coming up with a very strong message. She's just too weak, and she feels like she has given you, like she spent some time with you, like probably had a conversation about something, and she had spoken about these various things, and at that age when you connected with her, you felt like, you know in the future you might want to do something like her, or take inspiration from her stories and want to be like her, something like that. But she's talking about silk and a scarf. So again, it can be a silk scarf, or it could be something to do with silk, and a scarf separately. Um, if this message resonates with you, do let me know, Savita, because this sounds very, very specific. It's not like a very generalized reading. And she seems to be an aunt, and she feels very frail. Her physical appearance also is like either she lost a lot of weight during the towards the end of her life, or during the illness, and she was, she couldn't walk without support. So she had like one of those walkers that she used to walk. So if this resonates with you, do leave me a comment below. Um, like I said, guys, like, random people can come through. It doesn't have to be your near and dear ones. It can be anybody you have been connected to who want to tell you something today. All right. So please keep an open mind. We don't know who's going to come through. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next person, Raghuram Venkatagopal Pitambaram. Um, Record keepers and guides, what may Raghuram Venkatagopala Gopal Pitambaram know about a message from the other side? Um, I do see a lady who could probably be your wife coming through. She wants you to know. She's very happy where she is, but at the same time, she hasn't kind of released the family as yet. Like, it feels to me like she keeps an eye on her children, her family. It feels like she's still somehow connected to all of you, but at the same time, there is this feeling of happiness and feeling glad that things have worked out for the better and that everyone is doing well. She gives me this feeling of being at peace, but she's not completely transitioned to the other side. So she's still on the earthly realms to keep an eye on her children, keep an eye on the family. It feels like she still wants to be connected. Um, and there's a lot of love that's coming from her. Like, I can feel like the surge of love coming up. So it's beautiful. Like, she's in a good place. She is being taken care of, she is protected, but at the same time she's connected to her family, and she wants you to know she's happy, she's at peace, and she's watching over you. If that makes sense, let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. It also feels to me like either your children or you could probably be noticing her presence in the house. So, or like wherever, like there is this feeling of being noticed, like she's not too far apart. That's the feeling I'm getting. So if this resonates with you, do let me know. This is very nice. All right. Moving on, we have Praveen Nagaraj. Record keepers and guides. What may Praveen Nagaraj? Okay, the moment I'm saying Praveen Nagraj, I'm getting this very stern grandfatherly figure coming through. Praveen, if this resonates with you, do let me know. There is this person who seems to be dressed, quite traditionally. So by that I mean like either that is how you remember him, that he would wear one of those dhotis at home with a shirt on, but he seems to be somebody who did a lot in his life. Like, it feels to me like he's somebody who accomplished a lot in his life. He did a lot of hard work, and people know him for his hard work and know that you cannot probably say something and get away with it with your grandfather. I'm getting it. It feels like a grandfather, Praveen, but it could be a father figure as well. But I feel like he's much older, and that is why I'm getting this grandfatherly figure. So it could be like your father's brother, um, or an uncle that you're very close to, or it could also be like legitimately your grandfather, like one of your grandfathers from your mother's side. It feels like it is from your father's side. He's saying, no, no, I'm not from the mother's side. I am from the father's side. So Praveen, he comes through being very assertive, very somebody who's done a lot of labor, like some worked with his hands. When I say labor, it feels like a hardworking person who's used their hands to do a lot of work. um Record keepers and guides, what is the message for Praveen Nagaraj? It almost feels like he is saying, I'm watching you, boy. Like it feels to me like not in like an angry sort of a way, but it feels like he's trying to figure out what you're up to. Like it feels like you're very distracted in life right now at this moment, or you don't have a clear path ahead, or you're not doing the kind of hard work that is required to be on the path that you want to be on. But it feels to me like he's coming through with this message that I'm watching you. Like, what are you doing with your life? That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. There is no like a full-on message from this gentleman, but it feels to me like he wants you to have a more clearer idea of where you're headed, and he also wants you to do the work that you need to do to get to that place. So um, I get the sense like he feels that you're kind of wasting a lot of your time and not really doing all of the things that you could be doing in this time period. But again, from your energies, I get that you're just exhausted and tired, and you don't know where you're heading. So it feels to me like both these energies are clashing. But he's coming through as like a guardian almost. Like he wants you to know that if you have something in mind, he is going to help you get to that goal. So he will be there if you want to like connect with his energies and ask for guidance. He's going to show up and he's going to tell you what to do next. All right. So this is the message I'm getting for Praveen Nagaraj. Again, Praveen, if you guys are there, I'm not able to see the messages for some reason. They seem to keep disappearing. So many messages coming through, but I'm not able to see any of those messages. But all right, I'm going to move on to Pramod Prafulchand. I don't know if you're here. This is messages for you. May God keep us in guidance. What may Pramod Prafulchand know about a message from the dearly departed on the other side? Pramod Prafulchand, I'm getting a female energy. Feels very much like a mother or a motherly figure. Very traditional energy, like someone who probably was a homemaker, um, took care of the house, the kids, the family. Um, a gentle soul is what is coming through. Someone who dedicated her entire life to the upkeep or looking after the family, um, but always like a silent figure, like um, probably somebody in the background. Like it feels like she never really interfered or came up, to say whatever she wanted to say. If Pramod Praful Chand is here and this resonates with you, please let me know. It feels like a very motherly figure. Um, God keep us in guide. All right. So, yeah, it feels like a mother, and she wants you to know what is the message from for Pramod Praful Chand from this energy. She wants you to know that she's happy now and finally has the freedom to do whatever she wants to do. But she's also asking you to be free of whatever is holding you back. There is this sense of like, there are some parts of you that are similar to how she used to be, and she's kind of worried about you not exploring the various opportunities that you have. And so she wants you to start freeing yourself and going after the things that you love doing, right? And that is what that is coming through as a message very strongly from her. She wants you to know that she's happy, she's doing well, she's doing good, but at the same time, she wants you to free yourself from whatever it is that is going on and be free and happy yourself. And take stock of the opportunities around you and to take those risks to follow through with these opportunities because it feels to me like there is some amount of fear involved with like what you want to do next or um, should I take that chance or not? And she's like, what is the point in holding back? Go all out. If it works out, it works out. It doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least you know if it is meant for you or not. That is the kind of message that I'm getting from this lady. Uh, if it resonates, please leave me a comment below. I'm going to move on more quickly because I'm feeling like I'm spending a lot of time on each one, and there's so many messages that are coming through, and I'm just hoping that I'm able to cater to all of you. So, moving on, Surya Priya Naidu. If you're watching, again, do leave me a comment. Surya Priya Naidu. Oh, your father is coming through, Surya Priya Naidu. Record keepers and guide. It feels like he wants you to know that he's very proud of you. It's like he's just coming in. He's like, I just have a very quick message. And he's like, tell her I'm very proud of you, like for all of those things that you have endured in this lifetime and how you still keep going strongly with a smile on your face. He wants you to know he's extremely proud of you with the way you've handled things. It feels to me like uh, you kind of followed in his footsteps. It feels because the two of the energies of both of you are feeling a bit fused together. So it gives me this feeling of being quite similar in the way that you all have led life. It feels to me that it could probably be um, that he didn't have your back when he could have had, but now he does have your back. He wants you to know that. I don't, I mean, I feel it's like a father that's coming through because the moment I connected, it was like, I'm her father. That's the feeling that I got. So, again, sometimes, guys, you need to understand that I'm not sure um, if you've lost a parent or lost a sibling or lost somebody that is coming through, but it can feel like that. So try and connect with the energies instead of like the word that I use, like father. Okay. So please, like if it connects, it connects, but if it doesn't, just look at it as the fatherly energy of somebody you could probably have been with. But in this instance, it comes across as being a father. So that's the message that I'm getting through, that he wants you to know that he's very proud of you. He acknowledges all of the hard work and all of the stuff that you had to go through to get to this point in life, and it hadn't been easy for you, and that he wants you to know he has your back now, even if he didn't have it while he was alive, right? Moving on now, record keepers and guides, what can we know about Charan Teja Gotapu? Charan Teja Gotapu. Is there somebody coming through for him? Okay, maybe you know who this person is. Charan Teja Gotapu. Who's coming through? So Charan Teja Gotapu, if you're here, do leave me a message because the person that's coming through here, it feels more like a sibling or like a young energy. Like it could be either a cousin or a friend who felt like family, or somebody who you were closely associated with, and they felt like family to you. Like either, like when we get too close with our friends, we often make them our family, right? So this is what uh, I'm getting for Charan Teja Gotapo. Like a friend is coming through. If you resonate with this, do let me know so I can pick up on their energies more. God keep it in guides. It feels to me like the death of this person was very unfortunate. It was very sudden. It was not expected. It feels like it could have been like, when how people lost so many lives during the COVID. It feels like it could have been one of those things that um, was overlooked and then something happened to them. Um, it doesn't have to be COVID, guys. I'm just saying that the kind of energy that I'm getting from this person, it is a boy. I forgot to tell you that. I do get like a masculine energy, but at the same time, I'm also getting a feminine energy. That is why I was a little confused and I was referring to them as this person because he seems to be a very soft-hearted, kind-hearted, nurturing kind of a person, and it gives me that feminine energy. But he also has this masculinity to him. So if this resonates with you, Charan, do let me know because he seems to be quite far away. Like it feels like he's trying to reach out and give you this message today, but okay, so he wants you to know it's not your fault. Um, he's not talking about his death but something related to him, and he wants you to know it's not your fault. Um, and he's telling that he loves you anyway. I don't know if something happened between the two of you, or there was a disagreement or an argument, and you were not talking to each other. I'm not sure what happened, but he wants you to know it's not your fault, and that he loves you anyway. And this is a realization he's had afterwards, after he passed on, and when he saw the bigger picture. It's not while he was there because while he was there, he couldn't see what was going on. Um, he seems very distant. Like it feels like he still needs to heal from his death, and that is why his energies are not very strong enough for me to pick up on. Uh, is there anybody? Is there any other message? It feels like he desperately wants you to know this. Like he desperately wants you to know that um, he's here and he wants you to know it's not your fault, and that he loves you anyway. So I don't know what happened between the two of you, but it feels to me like this is the message that your friend wants to give you. So it could be a friend, it could be a family member, a sibling, or a cousin, or somebody you thought of as family, but someone who was quite young when he died. Like I feel like he could have been in his 20s, mid 20s, perhaps, or he looked like he was in his mid 20s, but I feel like he was someone quite young when he passed. So it could be now, it could be like way back in the past, but if this resonates with you, do let me know because he it comes across like he died pretty young, like he died like before he hit 30, like like this feeling of something happening to him suddenly. um, I don't I can't pick up on what happened to him because, like I said, his energies seem to be drifting in and out. It's not very steady like some of the others. So this is all I'm picking up for you, Charan. Charan Teja Gotapu. So I hope this resonates with you. Do let me know. Next up, we have Juhi Chaudhary. Guys, I'm so sorry. I've been getting like so many messages here on WhatsApp, but I'm just going to the list first of the people who texted me earlier. So Juhi Chaudhary, who's coming through for Juhi Chaudhary? God keep us in guides. Juhi Chaudhary. Juhi, I hope you're here. Juhi Chaudhary. Okay, so Juhi, right now I'm not picking up anybody coming in for you. There is somebody who's trying, but it it feels very confused. The energies. Um, it feels like a female trying to come in. God keep us in guys. Is there anybody for Juhi Chaudhary who wants to give a message from the other side? It feels like a motherly figure, Juhi. I don't know if it is your mom or someone you thought of as a mother, but their energies are not very strong. But they want you to know that they're there, they're around you, and it feels like they're still healing from something. I don't know if they had gone through some sort of a a negative experience mentally, but it feels to me that they're still caught up in that mental storm. But they want you to know that they're here for you. Feels like a This person doesn't feel very old, but feels like a motherly figure. Uh, I can't give you more than this, unfortunately, today, Juhi, because the energies that are coming through are feeling like they're being blocked by, um, this darkness, this heaviness. Like it feels to me like there was a lot of mental stuff that this person has gone through that is not giving you that message from that person very clearly. I'm going to try and get back to you, Juhi, towards the end if I can. But whoever this person is wants you to know that they're there for you, and they're trying to reach you. Okay? So you need to give them probably some time to understand that they're not in the physical realm anymore, and that it's okay for them to let go and release all of that burden that they're carrying with them. So I'm just going to ask the guides to do that for them today. God, kings and guides, can we just allow this person to move on into the light? Okay, some of the darkness is going now. So this person is coming through now. She's a lady, feels like a motherly figure again. She just wants you to know that she loves you. And there is this feeling of like, thank you for like releasing those heavy energies. Like she was so caught up with it. But because you connected today and you asked for this reading, I was able to let those energies leave her, and for her to find out, what she truly is. And she comes across as being a person with a lot of light in her. So she can now be free and move on into the light. So she wants you to know that she really loves you, and she's thanking you for doing this for her today. All right. Yes, you can watch this session after it's done, because once it's done, then I'm going to put it up on the channel. So whoever has missed the messages can probably go through the readings and see if the messages that are there for you are there or not. All right. Okay, so moving on. Nina Tucker, we've only completed like 10 people and we're already at 50 minutes. So, record keepers and guides, what may Nina Tucker know? Nina, the moment I said Nina Tucker, I got this feeling of a brother coming through, someone like a brother or a brotherly figure coming through. And this person, it feels like you had shared a very deep bond with this person. And he seems to be very vibrant. He seems to be a personality that, just lit up the room. Like it feels like he was the entertainer of the family, or someone who would always, have a smile on his face or fill the room up with laughter. That's the kind of person who's coming through. He seems to be somewhat overweight. He also seems to be someone who liked to eat, and it doesn't mean that he overate. It just feels like he liked good food, and he appreciated good things in life. Like he liked his comfort, he liked his the way his life was. Um, he's coming through, and he just wants to give you a hug. He wants you to know that he wants you to he's telling you, don't miss me so much. Like I don't know if you keep thinking of him very often, if he's someone who keeps coming through very often in your mind, or if you sense his presence around. but he wants you to know not to miss him so much, and he wants you to remember how he used to be, that vibrant personality, and not the way it was towards the end. He wants people to remember him in that way, and that's the message that I'm getting for you, Nina. It feels like this person wants doesn't want to be remembered with sadness. Like he wants happiness and laughter around, and that is exactly what he wants you to do. Remember him in that way. All right. Moving on now to Shweta Poneri. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Shweta Poneri. Is there somebody here for Shweta Poneri? God keep some guy. I'm seeing a man, very lean, tall, not too tall, but quite tall, above the average height. He seemed to be, I want to say father, um, and he's saying yes. But again, like I don't know if you've lost your father or not, but it comes across as him being a father, but he was also quite authoritative. Like he feels like somebody who, um, you know, either people were kind of scared of, or he was kind of strict and people kind of, you know, um, walked on eggshells around him. It feels like that. But he also comes across as someone who was very considerate or kind and thought a lot about his family. Um, he was also somebody who liked planning, like he liked to plan things, but never really followed through as much, is what I feel. Um, Shweta Ponneri, right? If you're here, do let me know if this resonates with you. Um, who's this person? He keeps saying, take care of your sons. I don't know whether you're married and you've got children, or you will have children in the future. I'm not really sure of it. But it feels to me like he wants you to take care of your sons. He wants you to put them on the path that would lead somewhere, like that would create like these human beings who are very well rounded. So that is what is coming through in his message, Shweta. So I don't know whether you're already married, you've got children, or in the future when you do have children, they could be sons, and he wants you to take care of them. And he's coming from a place where he wants you to kind of teach them a whole lot of things. Like he feels like, from his standpoint, he expected people to be a certain way. Like if women are like this, women are supposed to be like that, men are supposed to be like that. So that is the kind of mindset he came from. But he doesn't want that for your sons. He's saying teach them, to be well-rounded gentlemen. So it again, I don't know, Shweta, if you're listening to this, if you have children, do let me know if they're children, if your children are sons, or if in the future you do have sons, then this message is for the future, that you should take care of your children and give them like a well-rounded upbringing, so that they don't. In a way, like he feels to me like he doesn't want them to end up like him. So that is what I'm picking up on. Not that he was a bad person, but he feels like he could have done more, but he didn't. He could have helped around more, but he didn't. Something of that sort. So I feel like you need to start, you know, receiving these messages with a pinch of salt, because again, I'm not really sure if you do have son, and we're not doing a one-on-one, so it becomes a bit difficult for me to um, get confirmations directly and fast, because it's a YouTube live. I don't even know if you're here you know, on the live chat messages. I don't think so. So anyway, so Shweta, if this is you, do let me know in the comments below. Moving on, Sumati Sudhir. Sumati Sudhir, are you here on YouTube? Let me know. For God keepers and guides, what may Sumati Sudhir know? I'm receiving. It's Sumati, I think this is one of your ancestors. I'm not sure if she is your grandmother, but it comes across as her either being your grandmother or your great grandmother, um, because she comes from a very traditional background. It feels like you are doing um, something that she's proud of. Like I'm getting this feeling of this lady coming through. She's very skinny, and she's also got like very tanned skin. She's wearing her sari a bit differently, which makes me feel like she is an ancestor and not somebody um, like a grandmother, could be a great grandmother or could be a great great grandmother, but not very high up the family line. It is something like either the great grandmother or the great great grandmother or your grandmother as well. But I'm getting this feeling like this lady was a very hard working woman. She worked, with her entire body. It feels like she did a lot of hard labor kind of work, like probably cleaning the house and sweeping. And it feels like she had like a lot of things to do. So she was very, very fit and very svelte in her figure. And it feels like she wants you to kind of get your body moving. It feels more like you need to probably do some work around the house. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting from her. But more than that, she wants you to know that you are the woman and you are in control. There's something very specific about this message. It feels like she wants you to know, and it feels encoded. The message in that the statement has like a lot of layers to it. She's like, you are the woman and you need to be in control. So I think she's trying to tell you that you have more strengths than you are actually realizing about yourself. And if you can tap into that, you'll be able to manage whatever is being thrown at you right now, and not feel so helpless. And I'm also getting this feeling that you need to get some physical exercise because she feels like you are stagnating your energy either because you're going through something that is causing depression or sadness, or you're not moving about a lot because you're having some sort of exhaustion or going through exhaustion or something of that sort. But it feels to me like you need to start moving more and getting the energy flowing in your body. And she wants you to remember that you are the woman, right? That you are the person in charge. And that is the message that is coming through. All right, guys, we're already at the 1 hour mark in the next couple of minutes, but I'm going to try and finish the list that I have. The guys who are sending me messages still on WhatsApp, I'm sorry if I'm not able to get through to all of you now in this particular live. I know it's very exciting to receive messages like this. But if I don't finish all of you in today's live, then please book a session and let's explore this even more, even further in detail. Monica Saxena, you're next. You've got keepers and guides. What may Monica Saxena know? Who's here for her? Who's here for her? Monica, I'm getting this feeling that your father or somebody like your father is here. I'm seeing this older gentleman, but not very old. At the time of passing, he could have been in his early or mid 50s, or a little later, like, or he looked like he was in his mid 50s, but he could have been older. I'm getting this feeling of him being a fatherly figure. If it is your father, do let me know, Monica. The message that I'm getting from this person is God keeps in guides. What does this man want Monica Saxena to know? He's saying that you have grown up to be a very beautiful person and that he can't believe that you're all grown up now. Um, it feels like he probably either passed on quite some time ago, and right now he is in this place where he's amazed to see how far you've come, and that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting from him. It's coming from a place of love and of amazement that you have come this far and you've done something with your life. Um, Monica, it feels like this person has been watching you grow up, but could not be present in your life while you were growing up. If this resonates with you, do let me know. Guys, we're already at the 1 hour limit, and I still have like a whole lot of names to go through. So I'm going to probably try and pick one or two, and then we'll have to call it a night because it's already been quite some time, and the lines are getting blurry for me. Record keepers and guides. What may Sri Lakshmi Dipidi know from the other side? A message for Sri Lakshmi Dipidi. Okay, so for Sri Lakshmi Dipidi, if you're watching this, I'm getting this feeling like there are quite a few people who are coming through. I'm seeing a grandmother, I'm seeing a parent, a father to be most specific, uh, and I'm also seeing a sibling, but I'm not able to make out if it's a male sibling. Um, So I'm seeing a father, I'm seeing a male. So when I say sibling, it could be a cousin as well. It doesn't have to be the brother. But I'm also seeing like a grandmother from your mother's side. It feels like they've just shown up here today to kind of know or let you know that they are here, that they are supporting you, they're watching you, and they're part of your guiding system. The sibling, on the other hand, just wanted to let you know that they're doing fine, that they're okay, they're not, that they're happy, they're at peace. The others feel like they have passed over um, some time ago, and it feels like they are the ones who are supporting the sibling who's passed over. It feels like a more recent death. So again, when I say sibling, it doesn't have to be immediate sibling. It could be a cousin. It could be somebody you thought of as a brother or a sister. In your case, it feels like a male sibling. So it feels to me like your grandmother and your father are there taking care of them, so you don't have to worry about it. And they also want you to know that they are proud of how you have made your life so far. So that's the message that I'm getting for Sri Lakshmi Devidi. Um, who else? Let me see. We've got so many names here, guys. I don't really know who to choose. So I'm just gonna go with Godkeepers and Guides. Who do you want to read for next? Okay, so Praveen Joseph. I'm not sure if you're watching this, Praveen Joseph. This is the last reading for tonight. Praveen Joseph. I feel like is there somebody for Praveen Joseph? It feels like a brother or somebody similar in age, could be a best friend, but felt like a brother. Getting a very brotherly energy from this person, and it doesn't feel like he was very old. It feels like he was quite healthy, and this was again like a very sudden oncoming of something or something unexpected that led to his death. Um, Praveen Joseph. very strong sibling energy I'm getting for Praveen Joseph. It feels to me like either he was his blood related brother, or he was a brother from another mother. Basically, somebody who was extremely close to, or friends with, that he treated like a brother. But it feels to me like his passing had really left you feeling very vulnerable about your own life. And he wants you to know that not to worry about it. He wants you to know that. He's had a good run. I don't know why he's saying it in that way, but it feels to me like he has no regrets. That's the feeling that I'm getting. He feels to me like when he was alive, he did all the things he wanted to do. He took the risks. He was quite spontaneous. He was somebody who um, had impulsive behavior. He was very impulsive with taking decisions and doing things. And I feel like he wants you to know that he doesn't have any regrets, that he's lived his life on his own terms and he's happy with it. And he wants you to know that you shouldn't worry as much as you are about your own health or your own well being. Um, he wants you to take a little more risks with your life. It feels to me, Praveen, that you are someone who watches your step. Like you're not overly cautious, but you are kind of cautious. You think before you take the next step, and he wants you to know that to take a few risks because that is what makes life more interesting. And then when you do pass on, you will not have any regrets. And that is the message that is coming across for Praveen Joseph. But it's been quite interesting doing this for all of you today. Um, I've been having people coming in from all sorts of places, from Qatar, from the UK, from Bangalore, from Chennai, Hyderabad, Vishakhapatnam. I think I must have missed a few other places, but a lot of people have shown up today, and I really appreciate it. I know this wasn't like a more effective reading because I didn't expect these messages to be so detailed, and I thought I'm just going to go in and out, in and out. But there's such a big list, and I'm sorry, guys, if I haven't been able to connect with all of you and give you all the messages that are coming from the other side. But I promise we'll do another such session very soon. I do this like once in a year, the connecting with dearly departed, but I also do Akashic record readings live for free to give you messages from your spirit guides. That is a very interesting session. So let's do that sometime soon, probably in the month of January, because when we start the new year, we are all looking for guidance and all looking for messages. So I think let's aim for Jan to do that live session. Meanwhile, there will be other things that are going to come up. I'm going to be doing few more meditations. And if there is any other live that you want me to do, like a Q&A, I can do that as well, answer your questions about everything that is supernatural and spiritual. And I do look forward to connecting with you again. And I hope that this particular live was good for you and that you've received the messages that you're looking for. And, I wish I could like go through the entire list and give everyone their messages. But after a certain point, like I said, all the connections start to get blurred and I enter the oneness consciousness and then I lose it. Like I don't know who's coming through, if that person is for you or for someone else who's putting up their name in this reading for this live today. I don't know, so it all gets very blurred. So thank you for bearing with me for doing this live, and I'm going to meet you guys again very soon in another live. And thank you so much for uh, participating with me. I know Jan is too long, but we will be doing another live for something or the other very soon, either the channeled meditations or for another Akashic record session or something else. But we're going to reconnect again. So let me know if you want me to do more such sessions. It does get a bit tiring, to be honest, to connect with so many people and give everyone a message. It becomes difficult. Like I said, after a point, tends to start blurring the lines, and I don't know who I'm reading for. So that becomes an issue. But initially, like the first 45 minutes to 1 hour, I'm good. So that is why I have to stop now, because we've already crossed our time limit for today. But thank you so much for joining in. Happy Halloween, and I hope you have amazing experiences. And do let me know. Let's keep in touch. If you're on my WhatsApp group, send me a message there, and we can connect and share stories about the spooky and the supernatural. All right. So talk to you guys soon, and love you all very much. Happy Halloween, my phoenixes. Bye bye.